If you're studying ServSafe and still feel unsure, it's not because you're bad at food safety. It's because no one taught you how the test thinks. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you 8 mistakes students make before they even sit down and how to fix them so you walk in to your exam with confidence. Let's go. Mistake number 1. ServSafe is taught like flashcards instead of systematic. Questions don't ask, what's the temp? They ask, what's the safest decision given to this situation? Temps exist to stop bacterial growth. Remember, you got to think like a manager. Teach temps in zones, not numbers. There's 4 ways. Cold holding, it stops the growth. Hot holding kills or controls. Okay. Reheating, one-time kill step. Cooling, time and movement. If the food is sitting, growing, cooling, or reheating, the answer lives there. Mistake number 2. Ignore the word most or best. They rush and grab the first. It's technically correct. ServSafe is a management exam. It's not a trivial quiz. It's not a one-time thing. It's a thing that you're going to be using every single day in your operation. Whether you've been doing this for 20 years or you're just beginning, everyone has to start somewhere. There may be multiple safe answers on the tests: preventative, manager-controlled, or standard operating procedure-based. So here's the game plan. Before you answer, ask yourself, which opinion prevents the problem from happening again? And if the answer includes training or policies or monitoring or logs, that's usually the winner. Mistake number 3, treating all hazards the same. Why does this happen? Students lump the biological contamination, the chemical, the physical hazards together. Each hazard, students, has a different control strategy. So here's my logic. Biological, time and temperature. Chemical, safe storage. And physical, equipment and inspection. So here's the game plan. First, identify the hazard type. Second, match the control, not the symptom. Mistake number 4, not reading the scenario like you're a manager. Stop trying to answer like you're a student. Stop trying to answer just because you're trying to get the answer correct. You got to think like a manager. ServSafe tests authority and responsibility. And if the question asks, what should the manager do? The answer is never tell them to be careful, fix it next time, remind the employee. So here's my game plan. Manager answers include removing food, retraining, documenting, and correcting procedures immediately. Hey, if you're getting value out of today's video, before we move on to mistake number 5, hit that like button. Consider joining our page. We have 19,000 students. We just surpassed 25,000 watch time hours, and we are growing crazy. And if you want to have good luck on your test, I encourage you, hit that subscribe button. You'll thank me later. Mistake number 5, understanding cross-contamination questions. They focus on gloves instead of food flow. Gloves don't stop contamination. The process does. Cross-contamination questions follow this path: raw to ready-to-eat food, to equipment, to hands, to time. Always visualize the movement of food. Ask, what touched what first? Mistake number 6, thinking cleaning equals sanitizing. Incorrect. This is common. The words are used interchangeably in kitchens. ServSafe is very specific. Cleaning equals removing debris. Sanitizing is to reduce pathogens to safe levels. Not the same thing. You can't do one or the other. You have to do both. You start with cleaning, you remove the debris, then you sanitize to reduce the pathogens, and you let it air dry. If the question mentions after cleaning, before food contact, correct concentration, the answer is sanitizing, not clean. Mistake number 7, overthinking illness and exclusion rules. Why does this happen? Well, students panic over symptoms, and ServSafe uses clear triggers, not guesswork. ServSafe do this: at vomiting, diarrhea, jaundice, we exclude. Sore throat with a fever, we restrict. We put them somewhere else within the operation, just not around food. Cuts, we can do that. Gloves, cover with a bandage. Here's the game plan. Don't diagnose. Match the symptom with the action. Mistake number 8, studying alone without testing their thinking. Why does this hurt students the most? Well, they feel prepared, but they haven't practiced logic. Why this fails? ServSafe tests your decision-making under pressure. And in high-intense environments, you're going to be under pressure. So every study session must include why the wrong answers are wrong. I have an entire playlist dedicated to that. It is actually our #1 playlist, studying ServSafe with clarity. What rule the question is testing, what decision a manager must make. If you can explain the answer out loud, guess what? You're ready. Passing ServSafe isn't about memorizing the 7th edition textbook or the 8th edition beta update or following any of the information you see on food service education. It's about learning how a food safety manager thinks under pressure. Keyword. And if you want to practice questions broken down exactly like this with real world logic, you're in the right place. So watch the next video where I break down actual ServSafe style questions. Join Food Service Education if you want a guided practice, not guesswork, and consider joining our memberships where you can really advance yourself and really open up the doors to possibilities. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to teach you, and I'll see you guys on the next video.